woke up late, so I rushed school runs this morning. Didn't even carry lunch box. Yes,
So you're in the kitchen, you're cooking, but the pod must go on.
it show must go on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the spirit of creativity. How you do? What can you cook?
Forget you.
Uh-uh. Nice one. Spaghetti. You remember this thing we used to do, happy spaghetti? Sad spaghetti.
Right.
So which spaghetti they cook today?
I just like squaggle, something quick. My madam don't wait.
Baby. Hey, baby girl.
She just see me yesterday night before she slept.
Sorry for that. I started recording it, to be honest. Sorry for that. Sunday, it would have been a perfect time, but guy, I was so tired. I practically slept off.
Yes.
Like I
Are
practically.
you at home today?
No, I'm not. I'm actually at work, but I can set up for the pod. All right. Are you using your mic? Doesn't sound
Yes.
like.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Guys, thank you so much. Welcome to the latest episode of the pod. GPTR, Jam and People Talk Relationship. Last this thing, I did something. Yeah, I kind of like changed the intro feel a bit, right? So before I would usually play this jingle and this stuff, but this time I decided, I want to use good songs that we used to listen to back then. So I decided to use Two Faces, "See Me So." Did you hear it in the beginning of the show? Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Brother. Like I remember that. I remember listening to that and like, gosh, I miss those days, man. It was so cute. How do you do? How are things going? How was the week? Tell me. How was your week?
Week is hectic. it's I had a whole lot. It just wasn't, and these days when people ask how you're supposed to from limbo, because that's exactly what it is. I don't even know what is going on around me. I just know that I am moving.
I've been moving. Wow, I can imagine. Are you ready to start the show?
Yes.
Are you ready to start the show?
Yes. Ready.
Ready. Guys, this is DPTR. Green lights, red lights, and maybe something in the middle, part 3, and hopefully our final part for this particular topic. Because interestingly, over the week, I kind of like got inspiration for some other topics. I'm like, this is something we need to speak about. But on the long run, we'll do this, and then we'll get it going. Last week we ended the pod with remedy. You remember?
I remember.
So we are gonna have the song "Remedy" by our own Paddy Adele. So and therefore we kickstart the show proper. Today we are going to be going into not red lights per se, because we've talked about the red lights a lot. What we are going to be really doing is we are going to be going into some of the things that people have said about this topic. Um, you know, people have, given their 2 cents about this topic, what they feel. And we're also going to listen to one story that I heard over the week, and I would like us to dissect that story. So it's just more of looking at other people's red flags and green flags, and looking at other people and looking at a few stories and saying what we feel about the stories, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Remedy, guys. By Adele.
I remember all of the things that I thought I wanted to be. So desperate to find a way out of my world and finally breathe. Right before my eyes I saw my heart, it came to life. This ain't easy, it's not meant to be. Every story has its scars, but when the pain cuts you deep, and when the night keeps you from sleeping, just look and you will see that I will be your remedy. When the world seems so cruel and your heart makes you feel like a fool, I promise you will see that I will be your remedy.
Yes, so I will be your remedy. We go remediate. We go remediate. I'll be your remedy for this kind of things. All right. Are we ready to go into the first, the story? It's a very, very dark story.
Yes, we are.
All right. Yeah. This is a story that was, told by Ray Williams Johnson. You know Ray Williams Johnson?
No, I don't think I do.
Oh, okay. But you hear one of his stories today. You can check him out on TikTok, Ray Williams. Just say Ray Williams to bring it out. Before I forget, guys, let me introduce our guest, our impeccable, our beautiful, our damsel, our mother of two, our wife of 5 years. Onyida is on the show today with me. Me, who is just a normal guy, not too tall, not too short, but I'm a fine boy. Onyida can attest to that.
Azal, I don't understand.
Ah,
You try, you manage small.
ah,
Yeah,
Onyi,
small.
I look fine.
I say, you know, fine is different from you try.
Ah,
You get, you
ah,
manage.
kini yóò
You
dá o,
try,
nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ ṣe yóò dá o.
you try. Don't worry, you try.
Wow, no wahala, no wahala. All right. All right, let's listen to this story and then we'll give our reaction to the story. Guys, it's a very crazy story. Just hear for yourself.
Imagine you're in a relationship that's so bad that your entire country is rooting for your partner to go to prison. So that's what happens to this woman. Her name's Burfin. And Burfin's around 18 when the story starts, and she's living in Turkey. And Burfin, she has a problem. The problem is her boyfriend is terrible. His name is Kasim. And Kasim cheats on Burfin more than once, and she catches him. He's also super controlling, and he demands to know where she's going all the time, and he tells her where she can and can't go. But despite this, Burfin forgives him again and again and again, because she always thinks to herself, I can fix him. And when she introduces Kasim to her parents, they instantly hate him. And Burfin's mom even warns her, there's just something about this guy I don't like. And so one day in 2019, the situation gets even worse. Because Burfin and Kasim meet up somewhere with a group of friends, and when Burfin walks in, Kasim is super pissed off. He's mad about what she's wearing. So in front of everyone, he's like, how dare you show up looking like that? And pow, he slaps her across the face. And Burfin leaves crying. Later, Kasim tries to patch things up, and he texts her, I'm sorry, I won't ever do it to you again, I love you. But Burfin decides enough is enough. She says, how many more times can I forgive you? I can't do this anymore, it's over. And she finally breaks up with him. And this pisses Kasim off. He texts her back, you're gonna pay for this, I won't let you live. And so Burfin blocks him. Fuck him. But Qasim, he isn't going to let this slide. He decides that if he can't have her, no one can, and he comes up with a seriously evil plan. Meanwhile, Bervin, she goes on living her life. Like, I'm sure she's upset about the breakup, but she knows she'll get over it, with time. But then, one day, she's walking home from school, and Qasim is nearby, and he's stalking her. He's been secretly following her and watching her. Then, suddenly, he comes out of hiding, and he runs up to her, and boom, he pours a liquid on her face. And poor Berfin has no idea what's happening, but her face starts burning. Her skin, her eyes, they feel like they're on fire. And she falls over in pain, because Qasim just attacked her with acid. Then, he runs away, and he leaves her there in the street. Luckily, Berfin's aunt is inside her house, and she can hear her screaming outside. So she gets her, and she drives her to the hospital. Later, Berfin's parents arrive at the hospital, and there, the doctor breaks the news to them. She's going to be disfigured and disabled for life. She lost one eye completely, and she can barely see out of the other. And since there's no question about who did this, bam, Qasim is arrested and he's thrown in jail. But the story isn't over. When news gets out about Berfin's acid attack, it blows up and it becomes massive national headlines in Turkey. And people on social media start to rally behind her and they launch a campaign to raise money for her. And the Ministry of Health steps in to cover the specialized surgeries she needs at private hospitals. So Berfin undergoes dozens of surgeries to reconstruct her face, with her parents stepping in, taking care of her, and helping her recover. When she recovers from those surgeries, she starts wearing her hair in a way that covers her most damaged eye to avoid people, staring at her in public. But even after that very traumatic experience, Berfin decides she's not going to go out quietly. And she goes on to tell her story, and she does lots of media and public interviews talking about what happened to her, and suddenly, she's kind of famous in Turkey. She becomes a national symbol and an advocate for ending violence against women. And a women's advocacy group gets legal representation for her, and soon she has a team of lawyers to fight in court on her behalf, hoping to aggressively push the court for the maximum possible charge against Qasim. And Berfin's parents start working with these lawyers too, because they really want Qasim to get punished for what he did. So it seems like the entire country is behind Berfin. But then Qasim goes to trial, and he's found guilty, and he's up for his sentencing, and everyone is watching, expecting the judges to give him life in prison for attempted murder. But Qasim is only sentenced to 13 and a half years in prison. And the public is super outraged by this. I mean, they feel like it isn't enough. He ruined this woman's life, and all it got was 13 and a half years? Even the president of Turkey makes a public statement and criticizes the ruling for being far too light. And of course, Berfin is devastated by the ruling too, and she's interviewed by reporters, and she asks the court, is that all my suffering is worth to you? 13 years? But what's done is done. Qasim's sentence is what it is. Here's what's really crazy though. While sitting in prison, Qasim still thinks that he can win Berfin back. So he starts writing her love letters from lockup. He writes and he says how sorry he is and how he'd never do it again because he's changed, and he tells her that he still loves her and he wants to be with her. And Berfin's reading these letters like, yeah, right, he's just trying to manipulate me. But for months, these letters keep coming and coming. And eventually, for some reason, she starts writing him back. So they're writing back and forth a bit to one another, and over time, she starts thinking to herself, I can fix him. So she writes a formal letter to the court saying, Qasim and I have written many letters to each other. I have given myself to him. I love him very much. And she officially withdraws her complaint against him. And when the public finds out about what she did, it's like a bomb goes off. All those people online who donated to her, who supported her, who looked up to her, the women's advocacy groups, her own lawyers who spent a year fighting for her to get justice in court, her parents who watched her suffer, took care of her throughout all her surgeries, supported her through everything. All of them feel betrayed. How could she do this to them? How could she do this to herself? But then it gets even worse. In 2020, after the COVID-19 pandemic hit, Turkey changes its prison laws in an effort to reduce overcrowding in prisons and, reduce COVID transmission in there. And this new law means that after only serving just 2 years, Qasim is now free to go. And so by 2021, he gets out and he immediately meets up with Berfin, and he gets down on one knee and he proposes to her, and she says yes. And then she marries the man who disfigured her and tried to kill her. And they do this without telling anyone. Like, even her parents have no idea that this happened. And their marriage quickly becomes national news in Turkey. And one day, her father is on social media, and bam, he sees his daughter marrying the man who caused his family so much suffering. She's just made him his son-in-law. And this is how he finds out, on social media, just like everyone else. And of course, he's all devastated, and reporters reach out to him for comment, and now he's on the news, and he says, I cannot accept this man as my son-in-law. I spent years fighting for my daughter to get justice, and now it's all been in vain. And so Berfin ends up marrying her attacker, and ultimately she becomes estranged from her parents and from everyone who tried to help her.
Um, um,
So throughout, like from the third minute, my mouth was opened.
and this is not say that say oh, it's a true story. It's not. When I heard it, I was like, what?
That's the appropriate reaction. Because, like, what do you actually mean?
I think my question is, what is it that makes someone that is being abused, or someone that can actually see the very wide red flag, what is it that keeps them in that relationship to say, you know what, it at least is my own red flag to undo? What is that thing?
I, I think it has a lot to do with a person's mental awareness and self-esteem. That's just it.
Hmm.
Because, Omo, I'm lost for words. What do you mean somebody ruined your life and you, you ah, wait, I'm writing words. Oh, okay.
Like,
Somebody ruined your life. You managed to get some sort of justice, even though it wasn't enough. Then you still entertain letters from this person. Who is supposed to, even if let's even say, okay, you cannot control the letters from not getting to you, as you get them, who is supposed to burn it? Who is supposed to burn the letters, get the restraining order, or whatever you can against this person? Like I said, mental awareness at most the English and self-esteem. Because I'm sure in her mind now, she will now start to, when he started reading out those letters and all of that, now started to think, it's not that bad. Well, as I'm like this, now, nobody will cook my wings. And she's not even a Nigerian woman that I would say, okay, oh, marriage is their end.
hmm, you see how crazy
So,
it is.
like, oh, if this kind of thing now, if it happened in Nigeria, right, I might even still excuse the woman because here it is everybody thinks the ultimate purpose of a woman is marriage.
Mhm.
And if you cannot marry, you are fake. If you like have $100 billion, $1 trillion in your account, if you don't have a man, you are fake. So I would even still, try to excuse her. But I don't know how it is in Turkey, right? So I can't see. But I don't think it is as bad as it is here. For her to think that nobody will want me. Well, I'm sure that would have even gone through her mind also. But in all of this, was her age mentioned when the whole thing started?
It was, I think, 20 something.
20 something, 20 what? Is it before 25 or like late 20s?
Yeah, I don't think it's even up to 25 because the guy himself is like 27.
So her frontal lobe never developed now. Her frontal lobe has not developed. So all these things that we are just saying is just you never get to get sense like that. So
Hi. Because I was stunned when I heard the story. I was stunned. I'm like, what? What?
the appropriate that one because it doesn't make any sense. If the whole country was literally behind you,
Getting justice. How does one turn? That's not a yellow flag. It is so now she's estranged from her family now. Who knows what she could be going through? And you know the worst part of the whole situation? Whatever it is she's going through now, she will not have the confidence to come out of it.
spat in everybody's faces, and you said, "I don't care. Whatever you people did, I did not beg you. I didn't ask for your assistance." Oh,
Then you get. I'm scared that she will be going through hell in that marriage, in that rubbish she calls a marriage, and she won't be able to come out of it. She won't be able to open up.
yes, that's what I said. Well, the next thing that I'm not wishing her death, right? But except she, which I doubt, except she, as in she develops the courage to come out and say, okay, oh, even though I know you people will crucify me, I'm done. I'm not, except she can do that. And it is very rare.
Very
Very,
hard.
because whatever she's facing now, in her mind, she'll be like, okay, if I should go out there now, they will not want to. Even if, I know she doesn't realize that, yes, people would first of all criticize you, but there would still be people that are willing to help because
Mm-hmm.
nobody wants you.
Mm-hmm.
But she wouldn't see past the criticism.
Hmm.
So ultimately, if he doesn't kill her, she might end up killing herself.
Herself. And guys, this is a message to anybody going through. You may not be going through something similar, but you are going through, horrors, or you are going through a very, very difficult time in your marriage or in your relationship, and you feel like nobody will understand you if you come out of it, or you've actually been warned about this person. It happens a lot where you are warned about someone, and then you go ahead regardless, and then things go south and you're unable to come out. Please come out. Come out. See, I can't promise you that you won't be told, Shebi, we told you so. I can't promise you that people won't say that. But I think your life being saved is
Yeah,
better than a little amount of shame.
yeah. And it might even drag on for months, even years. You will keep seeing for the rest of your life. Because I'm not going to lie to you. For the rest of your life, you might keep hearing, we told you so. We told you so. But it is better to be alive,
Mm-hmm.
hearing, we told you so, than for you to just die.
Mm-hmm. In fact, we told you so. We told you so is even a statement. In fact, you have to look at it positively. We told you so is a statement of, thank God you're out. Because if you were not out, nobody would tell you we told you so.
Nobody, yeah, nobody will tell you, we told you so.
So I beg,
This
if you are in this kind of situation in your marriage, in your relationship, please embrace the we told you so and get out of it. I beg.
promise you, see, I'm not going to lie to you. It's difficult. I know. It's extremely difficult. And I'm sure from where I'm into this now, you're thinking, why start speaking? People, people will, I see, people will, but are alive. You are alive. And I'm sure you're thinking, okay, alive to what? Alive to ridicule to. Let me tell you, in a matter of months, people move on. People will move on.
Yes.
So you cannot be the topic of discussion forever now. How?
For where?
How many people are how many millions or and billions of people are in the world? You cannot be the topic of discussion forever.
Mm-hmm.
So find strength. I know it's not easy.
It's
Find
not
the strength.
easy. Please find the strength to get out of that horror,
Out.
of that hell.
Please
Hmm.
flee.
Flee you. Whether you appear evil or you not appear evil, flee.
Flee. Because that's the exact word. Flee, not run, not flee.
Flee, I
Flee.
beg. Flee, I beg. Flee, I beg. I beg, flee.
And if even if it's marriage, right, and they're thinking, oh, what about the kid or that? See, I promise you the kid will be fine. It will be more traumatizing if the kids are seeing him doing all of that to you and then
And then you
end up
stay.
dying. You stay and then listen, your kids will blame you when they are older. They will blame you in your grave that why didn't you leave? Once they hear the story.
Hmm.
So don't say you're doing it for the kids, you're doing it. And if it is finances, money, that's what's keeping you there. Yes.
Hmm. And that's why there was a situation that I got aware of one time. I can't remember the particular conversation. I think someone was talking to me about another person, and while I was listening to all of the listen, I discovered that the woman is unable to leave because she didn't she didn't get her own stuff going. Like she had to drop her own stuff because of the guy. And so now that the guy is misbehaving, she can't leave because where would she go? Do you get what would she hold on to? So I now began to feel like there's a lot that women need to, start. You need to get your things going. Like you need to get your own thing going. No, not for the reason of one day you have to rely on them, but just for your own fulfillment.
Even apart from having to rely on them, right? Imagine that you're with somebody, you don't have anything going on for yourself. It's everything is on that person, and that person dies. You people have a loving relationship, you people are the poster couple and all of that. But what if that person dies? What of you and your children? So it's not even a matter of thinking negatively and going the route of what if he wakes up and he starts to abuse you and all of that. Think of it from the perspective of what if this person dies tomorrow? What's going to happen to you and the
What's
children?
going to happen to you and the children? What if this person? This person is the source of your livelihood. What if something happens to them? What happens?
So you should always have something going for yourself. You should have a backup. You should have a backup. And thank God for the times that we are now. You can do a lot of things even without leaving your house. Right? Even without lifting a finger. A lot of people will tell you, get into digital products and all of that. There are a lot of things that you can do to get yourself going. But if an abusive relation, I know it's not, and like I said, it is money that is keeping you there. And it had gotten to a point where he's not even, if you are still maybe at the midpoint that, things are bad, right? But he's still giving you small change. Save up what you can.
Save up.
Don't wait for it to be enough because it will never be enough. Save up a little and run. But if it has gotten to the point where it is terrible and he's not even doing anything again, my dear, pack your things and go, because what are you seriously there for? He's not giving you anything, not doing anything for you. So and then I'm sure you think, if I should leave, there's nothing out there for me. But you don't understand that you being in that position,
there's still nothing there for you.
But when you go out, you yourself by yourself, when you look at your children, you look, okay, I can't let these children starve. Let me go out and look. That would even motivate you to do something for yourself. But you're still with him, right? You'll be sitting there waiting for him to give you 5,000 naira to cook food. And that 5,000, if you tell him, you want to cook food, he will give you exact money that they won't even paint, so that there's nothing for me to even save from. And you pack your thing down.
And the crazy part is, we understand, guys. We are not saying that by all means. We also understand that raising a child alone as a single, either father or mother, is also detrimental to the child. But I think raising a child in a toxic marriage, in a marriage where there's no respect for either person, is more detrimental to the child than when you raise the child alone, especially when you raise the child alone in a good way. Yeah, the child needs both parents to have a full acceptance of what real parenthood is. But if the presence of both parents is injurious to the child, it is better that the child is raised by just one.
Better, because
it's better the child is raised by just one. See,
imagine, okay, I'm staying for the kids. I'm staying for the kids. And you end up dying. And you know the kind of person this man is.
Hmm.
What do you think is going to happen to your children?
Hmm.
Mm.
So, so guys, please, before you even get to a situation where the man starts switching up on you, starts beating you, starts doing all of these things to you, is why this pod exists. So that before you get to that stage, you can already identify that this is something that this person has, and I don't think it will change when they are married. So, for the story that we said earlier now, that we listened to earlier now, he had been showing these things even in the presence of his friends. He don't slap you.
That one was walking signboard, walking billboard, red, red, red.
So there are signs that are very obvious, and you need to identify those signs quickly. Omo, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. It's a slippery slope. It's a crazy situation to be in, but you know it is what it is.
What's the season?
Omo. Yes. Oh boy. Let's listen to some music, break a bit of the momentum, and then when we come back, we are going to be reading people's comments, and then we'll go ahead to the final, conversations and chats about our beloved uh, episodes. I want to play a song um from back in the days. This is a song I've added to my wedding playlist. Do you know the song?
What song is that?
Angel of My Life by Paul Dairo. I just got a whiff of the song and I said, nah, this song's got to join my wedding playlist. It's a beautiful song. It's a song that helps you appreciate Nigerian music when Nigerian music was still, wonderful. It's a song by Paul Play. It's a song by Paul Play done. It was released in, let me see the credits of the song. The song is by Paul Play. Dairo was composed by Paul Play and produced actually by Paul Play himself. Wow. Was produced by Paul Play. That's a wonderful listening to her. So guys, this is Paul Play, um, Angel of My Life. Golden. Like golden. Why am I angel of my life? Nah. Golden song, man. Golden song. Golden song.
Yeah, very I'm not into that kind of music, so I can't really say much. But it's one of those musics, one of those hey Oyindamola. it's one of those, it's one of those songs that are evergreen, right? There's no time that you play it that you will not feel something, and then you will enjoy it. You'll always enjoy it.
God, beautiful song. You see, from that, da-na-na, 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 guy. Nah, it was good. It was good. It was good. All right, guys, welcome back. That was Paul Play Dairo, Angel of My Life. You want to listen to the song? Go on Spotify. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. You want to search for a song. It's a beautiful song to play to your woman when you get back home and you want to spark up, old memories and, have the good time. Just play the song for them and watch them groove and dance and feel loved with, Poply Rose Angel of My Life. Um, let's get to the people's comment section. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Ready, ready, ready. All right. So, my friend Shil, I call her Little Pumpkin. Shil says that her red flags are someone that's not religious, that doesn't believe in God. She's a Muslim, so it's a real thing to if you don't believe in God, nah, we can't work. Someone that is nonchalant, someone that is disrespectful, someone that can't cook or take care of himself, impatient, hits anyone, and she's very particular about this hits anyone. It's not about hits me, hits anyone,
Anybody, as long as you raise
anybody,
your hand, get out the door.
hits anyone,
Mhm.
misogynistic, tribalistic, red pilly. The attributes mostly contained above. The list goes on, honestly. And then she talks about her green flags, which is someone who believes in God and worships God, someone who is respectful, someone who is charming, caring, and sweet, someone who is patient, someone who can cook and take care of themselves and her, someone who is a father figure, someone who loves children, someone who believes in therapy. Very important. See that therapy, important test. Like
Right?
if
Because
if
some
you
people,
have a if you
no,
have someone that can't sit down under the coaching and teaching of someone else, regardless of the age difference. If you don't have someone that is teachable, it's a red flag.
yeah,
It is a red flag.
because
Someone that is not
listen,
teachable
that, that
is a
kind of
huge
is
red
never
flag.
wrong.
You said,
I said that kind of person is never wrong.
ah, you say you're always correct. You're always the one in the right guy. No, I say it's a
No,
red flag. So the person must believe in therapy. The person cannot have a red pilly and she then says to mention but tiny, meaning that he plenty.
that's very valid. That's very, very valid.
I swear down, guy. Oh god. All right. So will you read Goddy's flags?
Yeah. So Gordy says his red flags are on somebody who is unwilling to apologize,
Hmm.
not somebody who is not appreciative, despite the presence.
Hmm.
And well, well, so okay, everything is is subjective, but
Subjective. Pinch of salt.
because that one now, I would say if you want to give somebody a present, you cannot give them what you like as a present and expect them to appreciate it. That's just what I
But I think that whatever present anybody gives you, you should appreciate it with the same energy, whether you like it or not.
So you're telling me now that for me now, I don't eat onions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody, oh, they want to take me out to have lunch, or they want to get me lunch, right? Or they
Mm.
want to even cook for me,
Mm.
right? Person packed onions in the food. How am I? Because honestly, I can't cook it. I can't. It irritates me from inside.
Mm.
So how am I supposed to appreciate something like that?
If the person is your person, if the person is your friend, your guy, your person, you already know you don't like onion.
Exactly. Well, sir, so well, see, that's why I said eh, that it's it can be dicey because the person can get carried away while like
And just buy you a
saying,
truckload of onion.
"Do you get, you know, like, oh wow, look at this thing, I really like it. Oh, she too, she might like it. Well, let me get it for her. You know, it's a very dicey situation. But anyways, moving on. So his other red flag is not ready to mellow down. That is, the person is not ready to compromise, and well, that's very valid.
Very valid.
We should be able to meet each other in the middle.
Yeah.
Agree to, right?
Mhm.
Because everybody is different. Everybody has their own opinions and all of that.
Mhm.
Nobody's saying you should uh uh compromise on your standards, right?
Mhm.
But there are some certain things that you should be able to meet in the middle.
Mhm.
Then his green flags are someone who is understanding, someone who's supportive, someone who is committed and God fearing and character conscious.
Mm.
This daddy is he knows what he wants.
Mhm. Character conscious. You see, and I think character consciousness is not, oh, you have a good character throughout. No.
Oh,
Even if you have a bad character, you are aware of it, and
yeah.
you are able to manage yourself and say, okay, I'm working on this.
When we spoke on yellow flags, right?
Mhm.
This consciousness comes into play because the person has to know that, oh, I have a bad character, and is willing to
Work on it.
overcome that, work on that bad character. So I like God knows what he wants.
All right, let's go to Paslan. Paslan says, if Paslan is all green, Paslan says, despising the present can be positive or negative. Never date anyone that lacks ability to push you to the next level. Guy, that's a bomb, that's a bomb worthy drop. That's a drop that says down.
You see,
Never date anyone that lacks ability to push you to the next level.
because whether consciously or unconscious, it will be very difficult for you to become comfortable, and the person is not asking you, how far this thing? Don't you think it can be bigger than this? This is your career. Don't you think
You can be better than this. You can achieve more than this.
course? This course would help you grow in your career. This, more because even you said you become comfortable, like okay, when there's nothing to push you, except if you are somebody who has the drive. But even at that, right, you need support, you need encouragement, and your partner is not supporting you.
Or if you have a partner that is always talking down on your goal, maybe you want to achieve something, and they say, I beg.
That one is even because do you know lesser of two evils, right? It's even better to have a nonchalant partner
than to have someone that talks down on your dream.
Because that way you're not even going anywhere.
Oh boy, you continue to be mediocre, you continue to feel less of yourself.
You are not going anywhere at all.
Guys, the reason why we do this pod is so that we can have good marriages out there. When the marriage is good, the family will be good. When the family is good, the society is better. But everything starts from identifying that this person is not good for me. So I need to sanitize who comes into my life so that I am sanitized myself, and then I can sanitize my own family, and then my own family can sanitize the society.
Yes, and that's how you get a better society. You don't have miscreants
walking up and down
and just creating new fans all over the whole place. That's why. That's when your own children now have better people because you and your husband have raised better people. If everybody has that mindset.
So Pastor continues, say it is negative when he or she is comfortable with the way you are. Two of you will be frustrated in the future. In summary, date who can accept who you are now and drive you to do more.
Yeah.
Yes, so. Yes, so. And I can actually see it play out in Pastor's life. Like, Pastor was a regular dude, he was doing his music, he was doing his normal stuff. And then after he got married, he began to, do better with his music, and then he began to do concerts. He started a business. Now he works at a top financial company in Nigeria. Do you understand? Like, And then his wife is also not in one place. His wife is also working in a top financial company. Do you get, like, you can see and sense that these people are the plan.
Yeah.
And that's why I usually tell people that don't look up to celebrities as your point of contact for the model you want in terms of marriage and relationship. Look around you. There are people who are modeling this thing well, just around your corner, in your church, at school.
You are celebrities now. I'm not in their personal space. It's what they want you to know.
That you will know, that you will see.
There's this babe I follow on Snapchat, right? And recently I never used, because me now I know they got them for another person, but you don't know what about when. So, but I she's married. Let me say she's married, but recently she hasn't been putting on her ring. She hasn't been posting her. She never really used to put her husband like that, right? She has a daughter, but even on his birthday, she just posted one picture of him and their daughter, and she said, "Happy birthday, Daddy, so so so." And I'm like, mm, there is trouble in this camp, but well, they will not come out to say she will not come out and say they are married, they are married, they are taking. But people that saw their wedding, right, people like, oh my God, God, wait, God, me too, God, back this down for me. You don't know. So I would rather you pick from people around you, your neighbor, your even your neighbor self, a pinch of salt, too, because you don't know.
You also don't know what they are pushing through. Well, I see what I've noticed about good marriages or good relationships is it radiates. Like you can sense that this is good.
Yes.
You can sense it. Like you know, like there is a level of there's a spirit that both parties ooze towards others, that you know that they are just good in their marriage. They are just good in their relationship.
Last night I was on YouTube, right? So I saw a video of what's this woman's name? Is it Alakija?
Yeah.
She's also a pastor, right? Did you hear the way
No, is it Alakija that is a pastor? Awoshika.
Awoshika. I don't know. The one that has
Is Awoshika, Ibuko Awoshika.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. So she was talking about her husband, right? And she said money, this is off topic, right?
Yes.
But the way she spoke about her husband, I was like, oh no. That one day I did God wait. It's so sweet. She said when they first got married, right? She had a business, was, already flourishing in her business. And he was a career person, right? She didn't actually say it, but from what she was saying, it deduced that she was making more than him. And she said he just held on to a word. I think she said famous 3-9, right? And it wasn't until 2 years after they got married that he now had his own business. And then her attitude in 10, 13 years, that was what she lived in the following years after. And the way she spoke about him so lovingly, so I was like, oh. She said, leave without space in your marriage for me.
Wow. Like you can sense when when the marriage is good. Like you just know.
There's nothing to it just comes natural. You just know that okay, everything is good here. But even because people have their bad times, right?
Yeah.
But what makes it is that resolution, communication, right? You can come together and talk about this thing and say, oh, this is what you did, I don't like it. It's not that when we now have an issue, we are now throwing chairs at each other, throwing the whole house, turning the whole house upside down because we have an issue. That's what makes it become something else.
Yeah. Can imagine. So please, what's it called? Let's read Marshall's red flag.
So Marshall says his red flag is not being as accessible, accountable, and transparent. And
Yeah.
that's very bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's valid because what do you mean you and I are in a relationship and you just ghost?
You ghost.
Just,
You
no,
bust my brain.
those ghosts. And then you come back and you tell me, you know, that's how I am. God punished us.
That you how you are is punished.
Oh, God punished how you are. How you are about not being accountable. More,
Ah,
these are like,
valid.
very bad.
Extremely valid.
Because what do you mean you cannot? Every time something happens, you are always looking for somebody else to blame. It's
To
never your
blame.
fault.
A bad thing. Oh.
You can. Yeah, but you know, if you had done it the right way, I wouldn't me too. I wouldn't have
Eh,
had to.
and it borders on the edge of manipulation too, where you say,
Exactly.
now because say you do this thing, now why I do
Yes. So really, everything you do is a
is
reaction
a reaction.
what somebody else has done. Even if you are reacting to what somebody else has done, do it with your full chest.
And take accountability for you doing it. And stop saying that because say,
And it's because
and there's something I used to say. And I used to say it a lot. I'll say, you know if you beat me, you know if you kill me. The worst you can do is, like kind of like tell me I did something wrong. But that I would lie to you or that I would keep if I sabi take consequence of my action, pa. If I do something wrong, I won't hide from you. I will have you call yourself, say, oh, I do this thing. Oh. And you talk, you will say, I accept the consequences. In fact, I think at some point my baby was like, what should they do you? We go one way you really, really understand how we feel about something, but you go talk so you take accountability. I say, yes, I actually do take accountability for my actions. Yes. I take consequences a lot. Maybe it's a red flag or a yellow flag, but anytime there's an issue, and I always tell my babe that, you know what, I accept the consequence of this thing. If it requires that, maybe you ghost me for a few days, and not my fault. I accept the consequence.
I said what I said. I did it. My husband says something, you'll be like, oh, guy, you're lying. You're like, I am now. She won't beat me
if I tell you the truth. Like you don't pass that level now to the lie on toss it with me.
You get more carry. So I beg you, organize things for my side. Get out of here. So moving on. He says his green flags depends on
You said do When I heard it the first time too, I'm like, eh?
Sorry, Pastor.
But like you said, it's extremely subjective. So that is for him. For him,
that one red flag on its own.
Yeah, it's actually a red flag. It's a general red flag because
what do you mean?
Someone has to depend on you for knowledge and guidance. No.
I'm in shock.
You shocking? I was also surprised, but he says that's his green flags. So. But caveat emptor. Do you know what caveat emptor means?
Yes.
So caveat emptor. And for those that don't know, that listen to this pod and you don't know what caveat emptor means, go and find out. Caveat emptor. Just
go and find out, then come back.
Come back to the pod. But let's continue with his own green flag. It is his green flags, guys. It's not an approved green flag. As you can see, we are not approving it.
As I said, take everything with a pinch of salt, and everything is subjective because what? Okay, moving on. I beg, me, I don't care so much because if I think, no. He's saying that she's accountable, accepts her wrongs, doesn't. Ah, Damisola, no, you set me up. You set me up.
I didn't set you up. I didn't set you up, to be honest. Oh, you just read this thing now. Why you did do like this?
Ah, yeah. She, she, no, okay, is accountable, accepts her wrongs, mm, doesn't argue and apologizes. It also, yeah, Marshall, 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 Marshall. If I catch you, I
God, oh God.
for some,
Oh my Jesus.
no. This Marshall is a red flag. My dear brothers and sisters listening to this podcast, I hmm, run, because that's the red flag. What do you mean doesn't argue? One, you said she must depend on you for knowledge and guidance. As per what?
Lord of knowledge. Solomon.
Mm-hmm. So, then you now said she accepts her wrong. That's fine.
That's fine. That's okay. But you can't tell her not to argue.
Do you get? Don't argue. As of now, go and find robots now. Since you are looking for what's control, take care. Always other way.
You know how you do like this. Guys, Oyinda is crashing out.
Bad, because what do you mean? No, I'm upset. I'm actually upset.
Most are reader.
Concerned about my welfare. Always worried about anything concerned about my welfare. And see, if this was his only green flag, I'd have said, fine.
Okay.
It's okay. But looking at where we're coming from, this person is a controlling person.
Yeah. Which is a red flag.
And he would be
it borders into dictatorship. If I don't have my way, nobody has their way.
All the isms in the book, narcissism, patriarchy, all the evils in the book, that is what he is.
But let's not judge a book by his green flag.
I don't judge. Because what do you want to offer?
He may have a way to explain. Maybe in the next pod I will have him join, and he will explain his green flag.
Don't put me there because now I don't tell him it's on site. I beg you. It's not on site, my brother. I love you with love.
Oh, guys, that's majorly the comments from people talking about their red lights, their green flags, etc. When there's a question, I'll play the audio and then we'll answer the question and then we'll close for today. There's a question that is here. I will play it now. A friend of mine sent me this question and said we should answer it. It was she's a friend of mine who listens to the pod. Are you there? Can you hear?
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right.
Hi, Danny. Good evening. I just did it. Good morning. So I have something for you. A few days ago, I was on TikTok Live, and someone asked me a question. So I just felt like they might need it too. So
are you able to hear it actually?
Yeah, I can hear it.
All right.
Let me just tell you what happened. He was asking about a relationship question. I've never heard it before. It is foreign to me, but I just felt like maybe it's happening somewhere and I should let you know. So he told me that he stays in Italy. He has been there for 8 years. And he met a girl there. They've been living together for 4 years. She had never worked before. She's not working.
not doing anything at all. So he's the one putting their bills home and abroad. She's a Nigerian girl, so he's putting their bills for them. Like she does not work, so he's the one taking up all responsibilities. He works in a ship, or he does other minor jobs like that. So they got into an argument, and he told her that she's useless. And I feel like he said that because he's frustrated, right? And because she's not doing anything, so she called her that she's useless, and they got angry. Left the house. He has apologized to her. She refused to listen. He has called her parents. They've spoken to her. She refused to listen. Now, she now gave him a condition that if she let her be for 6 months, then they will not continue the relationship. I'm now asking, in a relationship, do people go on break? Like, I don't know. This is so foreign to me. So I just want like you should ask that question too. You should, I don't know if people go on break in relationship, because that's my first time hearing that people go on break, actual break. Like she said, give me 6 months. And after 6 months, we continue dating. And he's asking if it's normal. I mean, me, I say it's not normal. So I don't know.
Okay, I heard the question.
They normal to do.
See, if if both of them are what's the word? If both of them are mature enough and emotionally intelligent, it might work. But seeing as they might not be, everybody they do their separate ways.
Because in that 6 months that girl is going out of the house for, what's she doing?
That's why I said, see, if is that she said, okay, she has said, give me 6 months. Now it depends on her. What's she doing in that 6 months? Is she going to build
Test order
herself?
this thing.
Is she going to build herself? That's one. If she's actually going to build herself, then that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because now to be a competition, oh, you said I'm useless, Abby.
Now I want to be useful.
I will show you I'm not useless.
Mm.
So in mind, she has equated her worth to how useful she can be.
Mm.
And she will keep looking for ways to be useful.
Mm.
Even though he said that in a fit of rage. I'm not even excusing it, because me like this now, I'm like that girl. Don't tell me you said something in anger. What you said in anger is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will never excuse whatever you have said in anger. It's what you said in anger.
That's what is deeply in your mind.
That is what I will hold. There's nothing you can tell me. So she has been thinking about it. And to be honest, he wasn't lying. He shouldn't have said it. He shouldn't have put it. He should have had a conversation with her.
Mm.
This is the issue. This is the problem. That's why I said they are not, both of them
Are not emotionally mature.
Yes. When it was getting to, because if he hadn't even said she was useless, right, and they had gotten married, gone ahead to have kids, that's when you now see that he's cheating.
Because he will still have that perspective of her being useless.
Yes, he has started resenting her. Like, don't you have any usefulness in this life?
And it's also a foreign country where if you actually work, you will earn. It's not like Nigeria where you have to sell yourself to.
You get, even if you take up a part-time job, you're not even doing something substantial or anything. Even if he has said, oh, don't worry, I will handle it, right? Still find something substantial.
Mm-hmm. Which is what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, do you get? If she even had a part-time job that she was doing, and even if it's $100, $200, he wouldn't have been able to say you are useless.
Mm-hmm.
Or if he had even said it in his coconut head, you are useless, she would have a reporter. Like, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
You would even
I bring in over 1,000 euros into this house every month. What do you mean I'm useless?
Yes. But now he has said she's useless, and she's hurt because he's saying the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are wrong. And well, they are right in their own way. Now, to the part of a 6 months break, like I said, it is if both of them don't sit down and have a serious discussion about where their relationship is headed and how they plan to work on it and fix it properly, it would become a competition and it wouldn't last. Even if they end up getting married, even if they do 5 years, yeah, it's not because it is not built on something solid.
You know, see, I didn't even reason and go like that before.
So if she says, give me 6 months, in her mind, you say, hey, don't worry, I'll show you now. I will show you. I still love you, but don't worry, I will show you.
Mm-hmm.
And when it gets to the point where you are competing with your partner,
That's it.
it becomes toxic.
Because I think for her now, it is not a thing of what you said. It is more a thing of I don't want to be useless. You have
Yes.
said I am useless. I want to be able to prove to you that I am not.
Exactly.
And that's why she give that time. Because me say about the reason and say, why give 6 months? What did you do for 6 months?
Do you get so she might not even necessarily be frolicking with other men and doing all of that. She might actually want and she wanting to build herself up is not even the problem, right? It's the reason behind it. It's the reason behind it. Wanting to build yourself up is perfect, good, great. But what is your reason? Are you doing it for yourself? That, I want to have something going for myself, something that I can look back on and be proud of. Or I'm trying to prove something to my parents. Because if let's say something happens and so along the line they are not together again, or maybe he dies or something happens to him, the reason for her building herself up is gone. So automatically the drive dies. Then she will now start to struggle. She will start to struggle with what she has built because it wasn't built on the right foundation. So building herself up is not the problem. It's the reason behind it. Right.
The reason is now a competition. It's not even because she wants to prove something to herself. She wants to prove something to the guy.
It's competition. Don't worry now, I will show you. I will show you. My mama called me. I will show you. That video something. I'm useless. Then after that 6 months, then pride will now come in. It's a recipe for disaster. Because she would always refer back to you don't see him now. Well, I repeat it. Now can you open your mouth and tell me that I'm useless? No. She would always want to make him sorry
for what he said. Even if apology has been accepted, words have been is a crack that is going to be open for a long time.
And then on his own part, it's one of two things. If he is not, if he's someone with low self-esteem and a lot of issues, right, he would forever apologize and then he will now take the back seat and be like, I've offended, that is my fault, I'm the one. Or he will now, his ego will now set him, right? And then, boy, you're even all useless. Even you will, that's when it will now turn to it will turn to a battlefield. Because she will keep trying to prove she's not useless. He, in his own pride, he will not want to admit that she has been able to build something for herself.
Yeah. And in any which way, those two results are both bad for the relationship.
Yeah. She will now start to belittle every little thing she does. Every little great medium thing, she will belittle everything.
Hmm.
Let her become the president of the United States. And so what? And
Hmm.
so what? But what have you achieved? You became the president of the United States.
Hmm.
And so
I
and
don't
what have
reason
you?
and go that angle at all. Like whatever, the relationship is already like it's cracked. Like there's nothing that can ever be happen that will make it
This is doomed
from
for.
that one statement of you are useless. Eh?
As I said, except both of them are emotionally intelligent and they are mature. That's when they will now be able to sit down, have a discussion. Oh, babe, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it in that way. It's just that I've been really frustrated. And then if they were even emotionally intelligent, right, they wouldn't even have gotten to
Got into that stage already. So we already established that emotional intelligence the
but let's assume you
that they can now develop it after listening to this pod, Abby.
right. They would sit down, have a discussion. That the guy will not be like, I didn't uh, even if he says he didn't mean it, he's lying. But he
Hmm?
meant it.
You meant it.
But and then he shouldn't try to justify it. He should just own up to it. I'm sorry, right? It's just that I've been really stressed and I'm not even, yeah, that's even giving an excuse. Oh, they'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
They
They'll
should
be
just have
fine.
a discussion.
They'll
And
be
they
fine.
should now agree. If they can move past that scenario, if she can move past being called useless and not hold it against him and try to work on herself, then they can. And then if he can truly apologize, try to make amends, then there might still be something there for them. But if
Yeah.
not,
Yeah. We thank
everybody
God.
should
We thank God that there is this
thank
pod.
God.
Oh boy, it was a very interesting one today, guys. It was a very interesting one. We finally come to the end of um green light, red light, and maybe something in the middle. We've identified some red lights in someone's green light.
Yeah,
But this
that
is this
person
is
is the
this
one.
is a this is kind of like a final note for me, guys. Please look at the yellow flags. Look at those things that like Oyinda said when she joined the pod in the first episode. She said um she said you have to kind of like take everything, look at it well, and decide that I want to go ahead with this thing.
Mhm.
Look at this thing well and like look at it critically and say, okay, well, this yellow flag, do I want to really turn it into a red flag or I want to, just leave it at yellow? You know,
Mm.
it's a lot of things to behold. But my final thoughts to everyone is sit down with that man, sit down with that woman, talk about the things you've noticed that you don't really fancy. Talk about it. There's nothing that beats sitting down and talking about it.
Communication is key in every relationship. Communication is key. If you guys cannot sit down and have a cordial, if the communication starts well and then down the line people start shouting, it turns into a shouting match, people are hurling insults at each other, that is not communication. And communication is not one-sided. It's not, that's, you can't even call that communication, that's just talking.
Hmm.
Communication
That's
is
a lecture.
exactly. Communication is I speak, information has been received, and the response is being given. That is communication.
Mm-hmm.
That is communication.
Hmm.
And it is very, very important.
Very important.
Think again. What you are doing in your relationship is lecture, my dear brothers and sisters in Christ. You know what?
Recalibrate.
You know what to do.
Recalibrate.
You know.
Oyinda, thank you so much for the success of this particular episode and this section and this Lovely, lovely guys. We are doing this on a weekday. We don't usually shoot on weekdays. We shoot weekends. We are doing it on a weekday. I'm at office. She's at home. Taking care of the baby while I'm here, trying to work things out at work, but still ensuring that this episode comes out because it's got to come out. It's got to come out. It's got to come out. Thank you guys so much for being here, for listening. We have more than 60 people that listen to the pod now. We had over 10 people in the past week that listen to the pod. So yes, so guys, we keep dropping this episode. We keep, and when we get to 100 listeners, you'll be there too. When we get to 1,000, you'll be there too. When we get to 10,000, you'll be there too. Thank you so much, so much, so much, so much. This is something we hope will continue.
Your friends. Now, this is the time where you can say, I built them. It's this time.
Yes, so. Yes,
It's
so.
this time.
Yes, so.
I made you one now.
Yes, so. Yes, so share with your friends, people that you know are in a relationship, and they are just winging it. You can see that these people are just winging this relationship thing. Get it to them, let them know that there's a solution out there for them. They are loved, they are cared for.
If you think that you don't know how to send it to them, so say them, guy, I heard these people and they were spitting facts. Like, I really enjoyed it. I was even able to pick out one or two things from it.
Mhm.
Maybe you should listen.
Maybe you should listen. Maybe you should
Not just
listen to them.
them and say, because me now,
And they are not, these two people are not, one far off people. They are just two guys,
right.
One is married, that's a lovely marriage. One is, single, that's a lovely relationship. And they just feel like, this thing not really hard as now. They say they make them feel.
You just have to put in the work.
You have to put in the work, yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being at the episode. I'm going to leave you with another evergreen song by P Square. No One Like You. Guys, when I was listening to No One Like You that time, where you did, I don't think you were born then. Were you born?
Before I said it was when I see Marshall is on site. Damsola, when I see you is on site.
Wait, what do you mean by that? What do you want to do?
He's on site. Don't worry.
What do you want to do?
I will. Don't let me expose myself.
All right, guys, it's DPTR again. It's your guy, it's your girl, your guy, Damisola, Oluwadamisola Deyinka. I'm a fine boy. I'm not single. I'm taken and not taken for granted. I'm not really that tall, but I tall. I find I'm the finest guy we ever see. And then you have Oyi, please Oyi, tell them about yourself before we play the song.
Me, okay, my name is Oyindamola Bakari. I am a mom, a wife.
You don't try.
I don't try. And yeah, I am a recently recruited podcaster.
Yeah, so recently recruited podcaster, your second episode, and your first episode was very successful because we had over like 10 subscribers in like a week, which was wonderful.
Wow.
So yeah, thank you so much for agreeing to do this with me, my G.
You're welcome.
All right, that's it from us, guys.
Yeah.
No One Like You, P Square.
Hey, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, no one like, oh yeah, one like, oh yeah, no one like, oh yeah,
No one, no one. Hello, hello, how you doing? My angel, my one and only. The only one that I'm missing. Where they bring me joy and blessings. You know that I love you. And I can't wait to say I do. But before we walk down the aisle, I just wanna let you know that you're the finest. Now you be the finest being I've seen. You're the brightest. The way you the shine, you the bling like me. You're the highest. When it comes to rating, you're the lead. My princess, my only one lover. Girl, I just wanna let you know that no one be like you. See, I don't go different places, I've seen many faces. No one be like you. So they cannot replace you, cause you are a blessing. No one be like you. You're driving me crazy, cause you are my baby. No one be like